Alright, I'm going to try to show you another technique to making the bottom plate. So I'll hide this. You don't have to do this, but just maybe watch and see how I'm doing this. Inside the tool, I'm going to double click it, make sure I'm in it. Right click, insert a new product. Okay, I'm just again duplicating the bottom plate. I like to rename things right away. So in my instance, this will be 2.2. Okay, and under reference, there's our part number. Okay, and then remember last time what I did was I created a part inside, so we're going to do the same thing. Right click, double click on it, make sure you're in it. Right click, insert a part. So now I have a part just like I have up here, and we're going to rename it the same way we did last time. Properties, sorry, rename this one properties, and the up arrow here. I even like to get rid of the space at the end. I'll make this 2.2. Okay. Oh no, sorry. God, I did that last time. Under properties, this would be bottom plate. Okay, I'm just doing the bottom plate again, just a different way. You don't have to do this. You can if you want though. So I'm gonna minimize this and open up part 1. So really, we've already done this where we've offset those planes. So I want to copy, I want to publish them. And if I click over here and click on this, it's not working. You know why? Because I'm in 2.2. If I want to copy things out of here, I got to be in part 1. So we're going to turn this off and go double click on that to get to part 1. With that, I wish it did a better job of letting you know you're in part 1, but I double clicked on it to make sure I was in part 1. And I'm going to go to 3D product structure. God, why am I not seeing that? Product structure. So product structure design. Okay. And I want the aft, forward, right at buttock line, left buttock line, but not the top of the beam. I'm working on the bottom of the beam. So I'm going to click on these elements here. I don't have the bottom line. I'm going to right click on this. Sorry. I'm going to have those elements highlighted, and I'm going to hit create publication and say OK. And then I'd have to say OK several times. Oh, I'm going to hit cancel though instead, just to show you a different technique. If I had done it like I showed you before, where I picked the geometrical set and selected the publication, and then say yes, you could say OK to the aft, OK to the forward, OK to the right buttock line, OK, but not do the top, and hit cancel here. So in my published elements, you have just these 4. Okay. Now, because I want to hold the link to those, so copy. So I'm going to grab all 4 of these and copy. I think I screwed something up when I was trying to copy on top of the publication. I'm going to highlight all of these and right click. Did I kick out of this? Oh, see, I'm in the product structure and I want to be in the part. And I always do that. I can't tell you how many times I get fooled by that. I'm going to double click this so it says part design on top. Then, can I right click on that? Copy. Let's highlight these. Copy. Make sure again that you were in part design. If you're not seeing it highlight, it's probably because you're not in a part. We're going to come down and double click on this. Remember to watch for the hourglass to switch. Right click, paste special. With the links, and there's your external references. I'm going to back up to the RLM. I want to make sure I'm in the RLM, so I have to double click on it so you see the hourglass switch to the RLM. And I want to copy the bottom water line. So that's the bottom of the beam, right? Right click, copy, open this up so I can double click on this one here to get into the bottom plate, the new bottom plate I'm doing. Paste special. With link, say OK. Now I've got all of those in there. Okay. And I'm going to go to this plane and do a sketch. And select OK. It's going to put in the geometrical set. Let me exit out and do this right. Right click the part body, make it the in-work object. Click on this plane and then go to sketch. So I'm doing a sketch on the bottom of the I-beam. Again, remember I hid P1 to make it easier for me to work with. And then it's defaulted to the intersection elements. That's what I was in last time. So I'm going to highlight all of these elements and hit this intersect and intersect to the water line. So you have the 4 elements and then the bottom. Select OK. And click off in no man's land and then double click the trim command and trim up the lines. Oh boy. And I come over here and trim these lines up. Sometimes you gotta zoom up close to make sure you're trimming the right lines. I didn't have trim active. I'll double click it. Try and keep it on. These 2 lines over here. Remember, always select the portion of the line you want to stay. Just do a quick analyze to make sure it's closed and it's constrained. And then you shouldn't have any problems. We'll do a pad, 1/4 inch thick. Reverse the direction. Select OK. Right click on the part body. Go to properties to change the color. Change that to green. What did I do? Double click on this to make sure we're in it. Right click, properties. Oh, yeah, that's it. The part body should be, oh, this part should be green. And this should be black. I like it black. The edges. Alright, so that's just another way to do that. I'll leave P1. I'll pull P1 out. And then we'll minimize the RLM. I'll double click on the tool to get into the product structure. And switch 3D to assembly. Okay, so now I'm in the assembly. Under the assembly tab, we can check for interference. Select OK. Contact. I click on this and it shows me those two parts. I wish it would show more of the name. It doesn't show you the instance. But you can see these two parts are touching, and then when I grab this bottom one on the list, I'm zooming up on this, and you can see the bottom piece and the I-beam are touching. They say contact, so I know all is good. So those are some of the techniques used to hold the profiles linked together. And we'll do the channel next. There is that other analysis. I can say, okay, now I'll visualize it for us. Just letting us know these are contacting. Kind of goofy. I don't use it much, but you have your scenario over here in the tree, and it tells you that these are contacting. Okay, so I know I'm good. Just letting you know there's those two icons to help you verify your parts are getting assembled correctly.